Hello, welcome back. My name's Daniel Gormally. Welcome back to my channel, which is called Hometown Chess Hero. Let me sit up a bit. I'm so lazy, right? Sit up. Okay, let's take this really seriously. Stop being so lazy. Right, today we're going to play it against the computer. We're going to play it against a monster. And then we're going to talk about... Okay, let's start a new game. I don't know what happened there. Let's start a new game, right? So I'm going to be white. I'm going to play against the top... This is the top bot on chess.coms. So it's a monster. It's 3200. It's stronger than Magnus Carlsen. Get your head around that. It's stronger than the best player in the world, Magnus Carlsen. A piece of metal is stronger than Magnus Carlsen. Unbelievable, right? Unbelievable, but it's true. Magnus Carlsen is weaker than this monster engine. Now, the engine isn't as strong. I don't think it's as strong. Let's just get on with the game with enough waffling. So I've got it on super mode where I've got no help. Maybe play 4 games maximum. 4 games, right? 4 games. 4 games I'm going to play against it. So let's just go main line, right? Let's no pussyfooting around. Main line. D4. Chop chop. Thanks a lot. Yeah, interesting if he goes D6. Nobody ever does this anymore. Do you know what I mean? I love this line. I love this line. I think they're scared of the Keres attack, but I honestly don't know the Keres attack. Should I do it anyway? Do you know what? You only live once. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. You only live once. We've gone A6. It's not supposed to be the critical response, but reasonable enough. Problem is when you throw your pawns forward against a computer, you just end up getting battered, right? That's the acknowledged, reality of the situation. So generally white will try to castle queen side and maybe moves like queen e2. Yeah, so clearly now my pawn is under threat. If I go queen d2, is there a danger of knight e5, knight f3? Not yet, because... However, rook g1 feels like the natural response, because sometimes white goes queen h5 later, rook g3. I mean, I could go queen h5 now, but it feels slightly premature. I guess it goes g6, right? So queen e2, let's just complete development. Let's not go nuts just yet. And then hang on, is there a threat of no? So I'm going to castle. Yeah, I think the strongest engines in the world are something like 3600, 3800 or something. I'm not sure. I'm not really an expert on computers. I have to ask Matthew Sadler. Matthew Sadler runs an excellent YouTube channel called Game Changer, which talks about computers. Actually, I should check that out a bit more because it talks a lot about computers. It goes into a lot of detail. Some people find it's interesting, actually, in a way, because it's interesting that human games are more interesting or more popular than computer versus computer games. Why are computer versus computer games not that popular? I think because in chess, people have a personality we can identify with. With computers, you can't really identify with a computer, can you? So this is the issue. Now queen h5 again. He's going to go g6, queen h6, rook e8, rook g3, bishop f8, queen h4. He's got defensive resources like h5, for example, and you can't take en passant because queen h4. If you go f4, then e4 becomes weak. Will that become an issue later? I might go rook b8, b4, drive the knight back. I mean, I'm not sure whether I should go f4 here. I think I might try f4, but I'm not convinced about it. There's also ideas of e5 as well sometimes. Yeah, just wants to go e5 immediately. Interesting. Okay, so I'll come back with a rook. And that's taken. I take with a bishop. And now I want to go knight d5. Yeah, I'm loving this. This is brilliant. I'm winning already. Yeah, this is a weak engine. I'm crushing it. No problems whatsoever. So I could play the move e5 here. Now, why is e5 not good? Why is the engine not worried about e5? Trying to work. I mean, it could go d5, right? But yeah, maybe just at d5. It just wants d5. Okay, so what are my candidate moves? I always think, like, what are your candidate moves in any position? So again, we've already established that queen h5 is going to run into like g6. And somehow that attack kind of peters out. Yeah, very tough position actually. I could go h4, but it looks a bit vague. I'm actually, yeah, e5 it goes d5, right? I don't see anything that great. Like bishop d2, I'll just go bishop e6. You know, in general, it's just going to try and attack me. There's also knight d5. Does knight d5 do anything? Probably going to take, pawn takes, put the bishop on f5. Then it looks very solid. But then there's queen f3 and bishop d3. So I'm going to try this move, even though it might backfire on me. Just trying to play the best moves. I'm not trying to play an entertaining game. I'm not Simon Williams. I'm not trying to play entertaining chess. I'm going to bore the computer to death if I need to. I don't care. I literally don't care. I'm going to go here. This was my plan. Bishop f3, bishop d3. Oh my god. See, this is why the computer's so strong. It always finds moves that you haven't seen. Like, I didn't really consider f6 earlier. But now I've seen it, I'm like, wow, that's a really clever move. Because if I go h4, well, you immediately see there's traffic problems on this file, right? I don't see why that loses, but yeah, f6 is an excellent move. If I take, yeah, I will take back the bishop. Now I can then play a move like queen g3. However, my queen side's also looking a bit shaky. There's moves like rook c8. Rook c8 looks like a reasonable move. There's also moves like queen a5. Queen a5, king b1. There might even be a bishop. So I'm calculating gf. Bishop takes f6. Queen g3, queen a5, threatening queen a2. Let's say king b1, bishop takes. Bishop takes c2, sorry. Maybe there's other moves. There's also queen b4 there, but then bishop c1. Bishop takes c2, king takes queen a2, and that looks scary because rook c8 is coming. There's also queen b2 as a threat. So the stuff like that is scary. I could go h4 here. It looks very suspicious. I'm going to try h4. I don't like it. I'm going to try it. Yeah, so this is why I intended bishop d3, but now I'm thinking about it's just a bad move, right? Bishop d3, and now it's going to take... This is the whole point of this genius move f6, because now this rook is... Computer's very, very good at understanding how to realise the potential of its pieces. I don't want to play a move like c3 because of b4. And bishop d3... Moves like rook g2 look horribly slow. I don't like that. But bishop d3 is going to take and go rook c4, and I'm in deep doo-doo. Like, in fact, after bishop d3 takes, rook takes, there's even bishop g5 there. Bishop g5, rook g5, queen g5, bishop g5. No, that doesn't work because f3 is defended. But this rook c4 is a big problem. Rook c4, rook g4. It could even play me like queen c8, right? Or then maybe rook f4. Rook takes f4, rook takes f4, bishop g5. Or rook takes f4, queen takes f4, bishop g5. It overloads me. So maybe the only try is rook d2, but now it's got moves like queen a5, and I'm in deep doo-doo. Yeah, unbelievable chess. Like, unbelievable. Like, it makes... It's not got that many pieces, but it makes them work in the most efficient way. So this is just, like, terrible. So I would recommend anybody, you know, to play against computer. I think it inspires you. I think it gives you ideas. A lot of people don't like playing against computer. I think that's a big loss. You've got a chance to play. Imagine if you had Magnus Carlsen living in the same house as you. You'd want to play against him 24/7, right? Well, you got something stronger than Magnus, and yet nobody wants to play against it, which I never understand. I'm going to try king b1. I just want to see how it'll finish me off. Rook c2. Oh, wow. Bravo! Bravo, maestro! Bravo! Bishop takes d2. You have this bishop c2, and then the rook come down to f3. Bravo, maestro! Well done, well done. Let us have another game. Let a rematch. Okay, come on. A reason, by the way, you're looking at my rating, you're probably saying, why is this GM only 2067? Only 2067 is fine, right? I wish I was 2,677 FIDE Classical. I'll be quite happy right now. But I'm actually... The reason why I'm 677 is because... Okay, I'm going to play this line. Now, I get bored of playing all the same stuff, but I'm going to... I'll try the Benko. Let's see, what does it do against the Benko? You know, like, you surely can't beat the Benko. Well, actually, now I'm scared to sack a pawn because, you know, we will know how good the computer is at winning with the extra pawn. Let's see what it does against the Benoni. It's got nothing against Benoni. No problems whatsoever. Oh, now it might go for the most dangerous move order, right? So we go here. We'll take D6. Let's sing a song. In good times, in bad times, I'll be on your side forevermore. That's what friends are for. Yeah, this looks a strange move. The idea is to bring the knight round to here and then here. So if you go bishop g7, which probably I need to play at some point anyway. I mean, I could play knight h5, it looks a bit weird. Maybe then bishop g5. It's probably going to go here. No? Okay, cut. Yeah, now you go e3, I think. e3 actually, yeah. So the question is, yeah, you can go knight h5 and f5, that is a line. But now it's got the bishop outside. You see, if you go if gone e3 earlier, the bishop would have been a lot on c1. So yeah, now it's just stopped me going knight e4. I don't have my position now because I can't. Looks like I can't bring this knight round. Well, I had to play that move first. Oh, now it wants knight c4, right? Yeah, the problem is, okay, I'll go here, but now it goes knight c4. Yeah, and I probably have to go knight e5, which is, yeah, so this is actually really bad Benoni already. So I can't even escape. This is why this computer is so strong. I can't even escape the opening with a reasonable position. It's just got a very bad position already. Yeah, e4, interesting move. A lot of players will not play e4. I find that move fascinating. It's just... Yeah, that's a very clever move. Actually, that's kind of a really... Sometimes you look at moves and you expand your understanding. Why is he going e4? I think it's just confirming that he's got an advantage. It's, the reason it wanted to go e4 is like a prophylactic measure. Because it felt, hey, if it didn't go e4, I might go e4 myself and grab some squares. So it's going to e4. I think that's just prophylactic. Now, if I go knight h5, I'm probably going to try knight h5. It's going to go g3. Or maybe just castle such. No, it's going... Ah, now it was knight d5, right. So come back, now it's got knight d5 like this. Maybe, yeah, knight d5, very clever, right. So now it's threatening to, yeah, this is sad. So now I've got to like squirm around just to avoid losing material. I'm getting hammered already. There's also like moves on like, wow, bishop f1. I mean, that's what I mean about the difference between computers and humans. I'll be honest, I don't even think Magnus Carlsen is finding bishop f1 now. Like, or this whole plan of going bishop f1, that's just crazy, right? I mean, that's just nuts. So I'm going to try knight f4. Okay, check, and now I move the king. Oh, of course it could take. Yeah, that was a genius behind bishop f1, because now d7 comes. Wow, it's just crazy, right? So I'm going to resign that one. So that was a very nice game. Let's rematch again. Okay, so I'm white again. What did we do last time? Did we go d4? Or did we go e4? I can't remember. What did I play the first game? I've forgotten already. My memory's so bad. I think I went d4, didn't I? No, I went e4 and it was a Sicilian. So we'll try d4 this time. Right, so we're going to go full ball, proper stuff, proper man's opening. Oh, sorry, hang on. Oh, now it's playing the Benko on me. How insulting. How insulting, man. How insulting. Yeah, you ain't going to survive with your Benko, man. I'm just going to take a pawn and sit on you. Yeah, this is quite a clever way to play because you delay... No, it's actually taking the pawn anyway. I think the main line is g3, right? And then they just You're supposed to, it's supposed to be better for white, but black has resources. And now, yeah, now it can go, okay, so queen c2, I think, was it rook b1? There's like some clever move here. Let me try and think. Maybe it's rook b1, right? Because if knight b6, then you go rook e1. Is that the idea? Maybe it's rook b1. There's some clever move. But the thing is, it'll just be lost on the computer because it will just annihilate me anyway. Yeah, I mean, what am I doing? Like, it wasn't rook b1. Because now I'm just losing that pawn, right? Oh my god, I'm so weak at chess, it's embarrassing. Oh, so maybe actually I was supposed to go in this position after knight b6? Maybe I was supposed to go b3. Maybe that's the point of rook b1, is that now there's no knight e5. So if I go b3, and now it goes bishop b7, at least you have e4. You don't need rook e1. So it's yeah, I'm just going to resign this one, mate. Okay, we'll rematch it one last time. So we wanted to play 4 games, right? Now he's going e4, switching up, right? Favourite Sicilian. Got no chance of beating this. e6. In good times, in bad times, I'll be on your side forevermore. That's what friends are for. Elton John was in that. Stevie Wonder. And Dionne Warwick, I believe. Who was the senior aunt of Whitney Houston. And also Gladys Knight was in that as well, I think. So it was Stevie Wonder. Do 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 do. Elton John. So Stevie Wonder's like do 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 do. Ma chérie amour, lovely as a summer's day. Ma chérie amour, distant as the Milky Way. Ma chérie amour, pretty little one that I adore. I think if I go here, it wants to come back to d3 and then eventually create a tap. I'm going to do that anyway. It shouldn't be that bad. Do 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 do. Lately I've had the strangest feeling. With you say no special place to go. Yeah, Stevie Wonder was a great, well, it still is. It says, I just called to say I love you. I just called. You can tell I don't really take these matches very seriously. I'm spending more time singing than I'm actually thinking. Yeah, so this is a very typical attacking position. What it wants, I think, it wants to go here and eventually go threaten e5, force me to maybe create some weaknesses like g6. Yeah, this, I think you could actually just play loads of games against the engine, record them all, and then... The other problem is that bishop's quite well placed because it's stopping my rook. I mean, I can't even get out with the rook. What can I do with the rook? You know, I like to go c5, but against engine, you're very wary of, you know, weakening the centre in any way, even though it's all defended. But how else do I make progress? I'm not sure even how does c5 even make progress? I'm not throwing c4 because it's going to take. I mean, I can play vague moves like queen b6. Maybe knight e7 here is a possible move, just a good defensive move. I'm going to try knight e7. Defensive move. Got to be defensive against computer. Yeah, knight. So actually that turned out not such a bad choice. Now I think he wants to go c4. The reason I say, you know, because it's now gone knight a4, so it's fighting for that square. Maybe someday I see your face amongst the crowd. My chérie amour, pretty little one that I adore. Oh, bishop d6, of course, right. I could go bishop e7 because if it trades, I'm fairly happy. I want to go bishop e7. I want to trade. I need a trade here. I need a trade in general. I need a trade. I need a job, right? Bumming around playing chess programs. What a loser. What a loser. What a loser you are. You're a loser. You're a loser person. Okay, I see an endgame here. I could take and go knight b6. Now it could go queen b4, knight a4, queen b7. But I don't think it'll do that. I think it'll take... No, hang on. If I take and go knight b6, it just takes on d8 and takes on b6. That's just Patzer idea. So that's my Patzer idea for the day. Okay, there is bishop h4 weirdly. Now if it moves the queen, okay, I'm going to try it here. Oh no, then it goes queen h3, right? Okay, so we'll try take. Yeah, very clever idea because now the queen will dominate on d6. But what else do I have? Because I'd like to go queen b8, but now queen d7. Yeah, maybe I'm going back to Stevie Wonder songs. What's your favourite Stevie Wonder song? Favourite Elton John song? Can I do any Elton John songs? There's Dionne Warwick as well. If you see me walking down the street and I start to cry each time we meet, walk on by, foolish pride, da 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 da. So let me hide the tears and the sadness you gave me when you said goodbye. It's funny how a lot of these kind of positions with this structure, you often end up in a bad ending. I remember a similar structure against Harry Grieve. And I felt like he was quite clever how he kind of kidded me into that structure that I didn't fully understand, which I don't seem to understand now either. And it was similar in that game. It was in Torquay in 2022, British Championships. And it was a crucial game, tournament, because he ended up winning tournament. But, yeah, what I noticed about that was similar to this. It's like, you know, you can bail out, but somehow you bail out into a bad endgame. I mean, after knight f6, it probably will avoid the exchange, but the exchange is also very unpleasant because it could take and go knight c5. Wow, so now it's gone right. But okay, so if a very clever move again, because if I take, and then I go like rook d8, it's got knight c5, and if I go knight e8, it could probably go d7 and knight c5. Yeah. It could also maybe even just go c4. No. So I'm going to try taking because I don't really see anything else anyway. So if I go rook d8, knight c5, bishop's here. Yeah, I'm going to try this even though it looks horrible. What if I go this rook? Knight c5. Bishop back. How bad is that? Okay, I'm going to try this rook. Heartbreak was no one my didn't work. Yeah, it's going to go like b4 and clamp me forever. So if I don't go a5, I'll try a5. Yeah, so miraculously I've won a pawn, so it's probably not played that well. There's king f8 here, wants to go b4, clamp, yeah. It's a very interesting idea that it's just given up a pawn just to have this domination on the queen side and just say, well, your pieces are so passive. So currently we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 against 6. It's probably not the most optimal way that it could have played, but it's still very testing. So I can't go knight d7 because of knight e4. So I could try this move. So let's try this move. Bring the rook back. And now it's got bishop a4. Stupid. Yeah, I shouldn't have done that. Let's rook b8 now. But then it goes b4, ab, rook. Yeah, but now then it will come down to b file. So b4 trade. Wondering if there's anything with knight d7 and try and make a draw in the rook and pawn. I could try this. Grovel. Nah, he's clever. Yeah, he's sensed the rook and pawn danger. Oh, I don't want a rook and pawn against you, you patfer. I'll just beat you in the middle game. Yeah, I'm 1 or 2 moves short. I think the last few moves have not been played well. And I'm like 1 or 2 moves short of like getting a reasonable position. I'm going to have to give this pawn back. I didn't see anything better. Because it had knight a5 coming anyway. Like. And it's got knight a5 and b5 and stuff. I thought I could go here and then knight a4. Maybe try and put the knight on c4. Yeah. I just want rook a7. So it just outplays you. It doesn't matter if you get a good position, it's going to outplay you. You know, okay, I'll just grovel mode. I know I can take with a knight, right? Rook d7. But now you can start to think about pushing this baby, yeah. Now it's threatening rook a7. Yeah, I mean, like, rook b1. It's forced win now. Yeah, it's just very good tactically. It inspires you, like the way it plays. Rook a7. If I trade, take, and then it's threatening rook b1, I'm toast. Or what else? If I can't go rook in and hold the fork because knight d7. Yeah, rook a8, it's got like rook b1. It's got a weak back rank as well, but it doesn't matter. It gets there first. Now it's threatening knight d7, knight here. So I could try that, but now it goes rook b1. And he was winning. Or that move, even better. Now it's threatening rook b1. So I'm resigning. So if you analyse that game, I'd probably be doing okay at one point, right? Or we could do review, right? We do review. The last checkmate happened in the World Championship match of 1929. So accuracy level wasn't terrible, 89.9%. What was it saying during the game? So I didn't think he was really better here. Yeah, I mean, 97, I quite like that move. Oh, I just get e5, right? I always get these pawns. I think I'm weak in like pushing pawns and stuff. c5 is also reasonable, right? Yeah, I'm like too fearful of the computer. I just assume it's going to beat me. But you need to get active. Like, I just played it too passively. Like, what did I play? A horrible move. Like a nothing move. Like I was saying to a student I was coaching earlier, by the way, if you want any lessons or you're desperate enough, please feel free to contact me on social media. Don't charge much. I'm a fairly cheap GM. You know, I'm anyone's. But yeah, I was talking to a student earlier and I said, you know, the difference when you push pawns is why computers love pawn pushers. You know, like bishop g5 doesn't improve the potential of my position because it's just a piece move. When you push pawns, it's suddenly you have more possibilities. That you go c5, you can go c4. You go c5, you can go d4. You go e5, you can go d4. Or you can take. You know, you got more possibilities in the position. Yeah, so maybe that's something I need to look at, you know, becoming better at pawn pushes. Bishop g5 is garbage, right? And then he went queen g3, it was a very clever move. And again, yeah, it loves pawn pushes. h5, not a move I even considered, right? I should do another video like this and like take it a bit more seriously. Less singing, right? Do 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 do. Maybe someday I'll see your face among the clouds. My chérie amour, pretty little one that I adore. You're the... Yeah, h5, I didn't even consider it. Wow. So I took and knight f6, very... Yeah, she doesn't, it didn't hate what I did. Hated that move. So it does give you chances. That's what I'm saying, it's not 3800, but it's still going to like outplay you. Because that's what machines do, right? You have to play so accurately. Hated that move. Yeah, but this is where I started going wrong. Like, I don't think that was a very accurate move. Yeah, I could have just gone bishop a6. I had rook a7. Yeah, I kind of panicked with my rook b8, right? But even there, I could have gone... I saw rook b6, actually, just going rook b8 and rook b6, but I kind of mentally dismissed it. But rook a7 was fine. Yeah, and it's just got nothing there. It's got nothing, but it'll probably outplay me anyway. It's irrelevant, yeah. But even here, I'm actually okay. Like, what I did was... No, that was a mistake, right? Did I take? No, not a4. Yeah, that was a bad move, yeah. Like, what? Like, I played too many pointless moves there. Yeah, I should just bring the king. That's what Magnus would do. Now, yeah, b6 is an excellent move. Yeah, brilliant. It's modest as well as good. Yeah, it's just like panic. I mean, the difference, I was thinking this earlier, I was saying the difference between humans and computers and why they're much stronger than us is because they calculate. And we do calculate as well, but we don't calculate as well. Obviously, they always were very good at calculation, but they got better at calculation. And because they got so strong at calculation, it's covered any other weaknesses that they may have once had. And, well, yeah, when I'm saying like humans are like weak at calculation, we don't calculate as many lines as computer. And a lot of times we're forced to guess. You know, we can't tell for certain if a line is good or not. Whereas computer can see, you know, maybe 12 moves deep, and because the position will stay the same in its own computer mind, it won't lose any clarity. It will be able to analyse that position as well as the starting position. So, whereas with a human, it's hard to keep that position in your mind and calculate it as well. So that's something you can aspire to, you know, and that's why a lot of good players work a lot on their calculation, because they're aspiring to be as good as a computer at calculation. Obviously, can't be as good as a computer, but you can try and aspire. And if you aspire to be that good, then, you know, great things can happen. But yeah, after this, once you get a lost position against a computer, it's deadly accurate. It's not going to give you a chance. And in fact, this didn't happen. So actually, I could have even played on at the end. But I assumed that I was just dead lost. So I think we've seen a couple of things from there, a couple of takeaways. Firstly, I've got a kind of a negative attitude. Second, you know, so I'm resigning too early. Secondly, I have a tendency to maybe sing too much, distract myself. Thirdly, yeah, I need to maybe look at the pawn moves as well, right? Pawn moves is something I maybe need to work on. Look for like pawn moves as candidate moves, because I'm good at finding good piece moves, but pawn moves and knowing when to change the structure, that's something I'll probably need to work on a little bit. So yeah, so thanks for watching anyway. Please subscribe to the channel, please like the video, blah blah blah. And yeah, thanks a lot everybody. Thank you, thank you. I just called to say I love you. I just called to say how much I care. I just called to say I love you, and I mean it from the bottom of my heart. A Wednesday. Oh no, how's it go again? This was that song Happy Birthday, which I think was originally dedicated to Martin Luther King, right? It was like there was a Martin Luther King Day. Is that in November? Or it might be earlier in the year, it might be January or February.